Hi and welcome to AFTV. It's now time for player ratings. I'm going to do it by myself because I haven't got anyone with me and it's very late at night. So let me do this and run through the team and give them their ratings. First game, 2-0 win against Palace here at Selhurst Park. Let's start with Aaron Ramsdale. Goalkeeper, made some very vital saves, but he had some nervy moments, I must say. Aaron Ramsdale, but listen, I've got to give him credit as well. He did big up with the fans as well, came over, got us roaring and cheering. I'm going to go with, for Aaron Ramsdale, he got a clean sheet. I'm going to start with an 8, high 8. He deserves an 8. He got a clean sheet, made some key saves. So we'll start with that, a nice 8. I'm going to go to right back now. We're going to talk about Ben White. Playing out of position, but, and Ty did say this in his fan cam, he could take Zaha out of his pocket, and I have to agree with that. He really had him on lock, and Zaha is a difficult player to come up against. To have the concentration, to be able to keep him away from the goal for a whole 90 minutes, I have to give Ben White credit for that. He is a terrible opposition to be up against for that long and have the concentration to not be beat. And there's many moments where I felt nervy, but Ben White dealt with him. I'm going to give him, I've started high, but I'm going to give him a 9. I'm going to give him a 9. He deserves it, he really did. A clean sheet as well. Ben White out of position, deserves a 9. Let's go into that centre-back pairing. Let's start with my man of the match, William Saliba. Now, you heard from many of the people that done their interviews today that he was the standout, and he really was superb, phenomenal. Some may say a little too late that he's in the Arsenal side, but I think Arteta's got it just right. Came in and just looked like he's been playing in the Premier League for years. People questioned if he was going to be able to come here and adjust straight away, but he showed it tonight that he's going to be a superb player for Arsenal, like a Rolls Royce in that back. William Saliba, thank you for joining, and I hope you continue this performance for many games going forward. For me, he's going to have to get a 10. Man of the match for me. Clean sheet, William Saliba, superb. Gabriel Magalhaes, next centre-back. Didn't really put a foot wrong either. Very commanding from the back, helped William Saliba through it. Was the one that kind of engaged more than William Saliba. Saliba was more of the cover round and made great recovery runs, but Gabriel was kind of higher forward, but played really well in that position and put a lot of balls forward into the midfield. For me, I've given Ben White 9, I've given Saliba a 10. I'm going to give Gabriel Magalhaes a 9 as well. Also, a big favourite of his as well. I'm a big favourite of Gabriel Magalhaes, but deserves a 9 as well. Moving over to left back, Zinchenko, first game for Arsenal in the Premier League. Had a really good game, had a very good game, very nimble on the ball, very press resistant, doesn't ever seem pressured when being closed down. Played really well, Zinchenko, and I'm looking forward to seeing him going forward in this Arsenal side. I'm going to give him an 8. Nice high scores for the back line and the goalkeeper, and deserved because they kept a clean sheet against a tough opposition in Crystal Palace. Going to the midfield, Thomas Partey. Now, for me, obviously, there's a lot going on with him, and I feel like he seemed a bit, I don't want to say nervous, but he didn't seem himself today. I think he was hiding in a lot of the game. He did well when it came to physicality and breaking up the play, but at moments when the team needed him to progress the ball forward, he seemed like he was hiding. Very much deep, close to the back line, did play well, but I want to see more from him. I'm still looking at Thomas Partey, still wanting more. So I'm going to go with a 7 for Thomas Partey for today's performance. In front of him, let's go with Martin Odegaard. He got some criticism from some of the fans today, but I think he was superb. Captain today, led the team, and I think he did that well. Non-stop energy, non-stop running. I believe there was an interview from Sambi Lokonga in the Counter Attack podcast that came out this week, and he mentioned how much Martin Odegaard runs non-stop, and I saw that today. Very nimble on the ball as well, very good feet, and he always presses. I really liked Martin Odegaard today. I'm going to give him an 8 for Martin Odegaard. The person to his left, Granit Xhaka. I need to highlight this. Some people did in their fan cams, but I have to highlight this. I don't want to go with the whole agenda thing. I definitely don't want to do that, but I was sitting with someone today in the audience, in the crowd, and they were saying, the ref's waiting to give Granit Xhaka a yellow card. Anthony Taylor's waiting for it. He always does. He's just waiting. And there was plenty of tackles before that were yellow card worthy that he just let go. He let go by. As soon as Granit Xhaka went down, and they didn't give him a free kick, they said he dived, they gave him a straight yellow card. It was like he literally was waiting for Granit Xhaka to give it. So I have to highlight that, because after that, players were dropping on the pitch, and no other player got given a yellow card after that. So I have to highlight that. I feel bad for Granit Xhaka in that case. I think he had a really good game. I'm going to give Granit Xhaka an 8. Now going into the front three, we're going to go to Bukayo Saka, again, superb, star boy. And what I need to highlight, right, I don't want players to get used to how good Bukayo Saka is, because I feel that's what we do. We see him and we have such high standards for him that when he plays really well, we don't give him the credit. And today he was very sharp, as always. I'm going to give him an 8. I think he was superb, Bukayo Saka. Do not drop the standard going forward, Saka. And everyone else that watches him, the fans, please make sure you keep that level of expectation from him, because he's been superb. Now, Gabriel Jesus, our number 9 today, our striker, didn't score in today's performance. But that's not a problem. That's not a problem. He had a great pre-season and he still looked sharp. Chopping, very much doing no-look passes, bringing the play forward, progressing, being sharp, pressing intensely. I love Gabriel Jesus. Unfortunately, he didn't get a goal today, but still his performance was top. He didn't contribute to the goal, so I'm going to give him a 7. But listen, that's because I have such high standards for him. When he gets a goal, I'm sure that them ratings will be a lot higher. Now, to the left, Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli. Again, I don't want to normalise how good this player is and how intense he presses. And I know we expect that from him because we saw it all last season, but please let's not normalise it, because he was at Crystal Palace's neck relentlessly throughout the game, throughout the whole game. So Gabriel Martinelli, superb today. I'm going to give him an 8. He deserves an 8. He deserves an 8. Let's go to the subs that come on quickly. Just run through the subs because they didn't get many minutes. But Eddie Nketiah came on, looked sharp, looked strong on the ball, did add to the game. So I'm going to give him a 7. I think he come on and affected the game. Lokonga didn't get many minutes. I'm going to give him a 6. Didn't get too much involvement, but he came on and did do what he needed to do. Kieran Tierney briefly as well came on, had an impact. Made the right sub for Mikel Arteta. I think that was a good sub bringing on Kieran Tierney. Needed minutes and he slowly needs to be integrated back into the side. I'm going to give him a 7. Big up Kieran Tierney. Let me go to the ref. Ref today, don't want to give him too much ratings or respect, because I did mention, he was waiting to give Granit Xhaka a yellow card, and I'm going to put him down for that. I'm going to give the ref today a 4. Mikel Arteta, our manager, being lauded up. If we go to the All or Nothing documentary, you see that it's going to be very much about him, and it's going to put him in a good light, and deservedly so. I think today he got everything right. He played the 11 that I think many were expecting to see from the last pre-season game, and he started with those players, and it was the right decision because we got the win. So I've got to give credit to Mikel Arteta. The boys came out, and the intensity that I saw in the first 15 minutes was incredible. So big him up every time. I'm going to give him a 9. He deserves a 9 because he got the result today. And then lastly, the fans. And I'm going to say this one with a big smile on my face because it felt so good to be back with the away fans in today's performance. The start of the Premier League, being back, we got a win. Friday night, all the eyes were on us. Everyone was watching this game and we got a win, and the fans were raucous from minute 1. And big up for the Zinchenko song, I have to mention it. That's going to be a favourite of mine as well. So big up to the fans for that. They deserve a 10 as always. So big up to the fans. And that is it for my player ratings. Make sure you like this video, subscribe here if you're new, and we'll see you at Leicester next week. Come on, you Gunners, let's go.
No, come on! Did you see that? Wow!
Love that.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.